that is Robert Ory. I know you can get comfortable with it. I hit the road and had a double of my digits. My mom was supposed to start like, can you dig it?
What is that?
But it didn't try with my king, girl, that shit. I know I can't out of town, but you'll be a bad one. I wanna smoke some. I know I can't out of town. I wanna smoke some.
Okay, we all know that song, Heaven or Hell, baby. Don Toliver knew what he was doing making this song, even if he didn't know what he was doing. The spirit always know. Now look, man. It's gonna be about how your heaven can turn into a hell and how your hell can turn into a heaven. Now first, what is hell and what is a heaven? These are all just concepts that we all can play out. We all can pretty much do right now, all right? And all it is just a worldview or accumulation of things. So you can have that hellish or heavenish mindset or, worldview. Now look, this is how they're one and the same and how they can always turn into one or the other. That's why love is hate, hate is love. But yeah, so this is why right here, right? So whenever you're in heaven, okay, what's heaven, right? Heaven is a concept where you're always in freedom, you're always not bounded, you're always in light, you're always in detachment in a way, or in your visions and your potential, you know what I'm saying, the light, you know what I'm saying, the clouds, you're able to think, dream dreams, you know what I'm saying. It's all the things that ain't here, but you can pretty much see it if you conjure up that, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, your heaven could be that's the lighter view of it. Now if you want to talk about when it actually manifests, when we're all of us be somehow some way living out the heaven aspect, as in the very thing you got attached to, you know what I'm saying, the very thing that you first became, you noticed and you became aware of, you started doing that, it was a heaven to you, because the pleasure it gave you, you know what I'm saying. See, the reality is heaven and hell is all like, subjective, you know what I'm saying, but heaven, the concept we got is pretty much pleasure, you know what I'm saying, pleasure of the potential of something, so yeah, so heaven and hell. Now heaven, you know what I'm saying, that's how that could get deterred and turned into a hell from you having that first high, that first pleasure, that first potential of something, and it being let down, or you going too far with it. Okay, being let down means you overshot that potential. The person, the things, whatever, didn't live up to that. And then the other one, you know what I'm saying, that means you didn't, you overlived it. So you overindulged into it. Anything you do out of moderation is not good for you. Too much of anything is bad for you. So you pick any one of those, you're gonna go too far and end up, it's gonna turn into a hell. That's why you gotta be the three. You always got two sides to the story, but they don't ever tell you the two sides to the story could be interpreted by the full circle of what the two sides of the stories is in, because it's in a circumstance. So you're supposed to be the third person and look at it kind of from that view. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, that's how so heaven, your first potential, your first pleasure, whatever you want to call it, is just something that is up in a way where you can see it and where you can see yourself out of some type of situation you're in, or just something that you finally became influenced by, inspired by, you know what I'm saying. That could be like your heaven, because that's you shooting for the stars, you know what I'm saying. Now that turned to a hell, how I just explained out. And then now look, your heaven, your hell, the hell part, right? Hell in the Cell. We got WWE Hell in the Cell, right? I'm just playing. We don't got that. We don't got that bullshit. Now look, hell, right? Everybody knows hell is always represented as flames, fire, torture, being sunk down to a level, being brought down, you know what I'm saying, darkness, Now, that's all correlated to whenever you constantly are reliving something without you seeing the light in day. So you keep reliving it, like you keep going through it as if you can't think beyond that. So you gonna turn that into hell, because it's just a routine, a pattern. What happens when you get into the same pattern too much on a small level? What happens when you constantly say hi to the same person? It builds resistance. Now y'all annoyed, you know what I'm saying, low key. You know, like y'all like, damn, like I don't wanna like keep saying this to this person. So the same thing for that. Your hell, you keep going too far, it's gonna end up being something that you despise because it's something you overindulged into. Now, I'm not sure if that was my point at first. I started looking at something, I got confused. I got distracted. Now, basically though, everybody is one and the same, living in a heaven or a hell. And it's not like we're all gonna go to a place. That don't make any sense, because where's the Garden of Eden, y'all? You know, there's certain things that's not here on earth, and it's had to be a concept, especially if it was written from a book. And we all learn that books are just personification, and they're all kind of the ways to basically, for you to interpret with your human brain of what we pretty much are going through on a bigger level as far as the seasons, or on a broader level than that as far as what we are following, as far as what we think we're supposed to do, following stars, following the concept of how we think we do life. Where do y'all think we get this from? We can't get it from some, because if you say we get it from God, then okay, whose mind did it go into for that person to say that's God? But anyway, so it's like at the end of the day, we just came up with this here, and we all can do it still. But not to go too far into that. At the end of the day, heaven turns into hell, hell turns into heaven. It's up to you to know you, be the third piece, because there's always two sides to the story, two ways you can go, but you be the balance, you be the center, and bring it together. Like, okay, I know that I can't do it this much. It's called knowing your limits and your boundaries for yourself, though, not correlating your boundaries and limits to the system that's here, to the laws, to the worldviews, to the concepts here, you know, to the stereotypes here. There's all kind of things out here. Twitter, y'all need to stop acting like y'all don't be paying attention to Twitter. Y'all be letting a lot of things dictate y'all that ain't even like having to do nothing with nothing. But anyway, that's for my younger group. I mean, not younger group, but like my age and like a little older too. Everybody that be on social media, basically. I need to chill out. It's okay, but whatever, man. I don't even care about that, man. I just wanted to let y'all know, okay? Heaven or hell, okay? You gonna do both of them. Just make sure you got control. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, okay? Gift and a curse to everything, okay? Pain is pleasure. Pleasure is pain. It's all one and the same. Just be that person to know that that's the case, so then you can maneuver on command. That's it. That's it.